This is amazing. I'm Morgan Neville. I'm the director of Piece by Piece. And this man, Pharrell Williams, subject of Piece by Piece. Let me just say, this has been a 5.5-year journey to tell this story. It started with a very surprising idea that Pharrell told to me, that somehow he wanted to tell his story in LEGO. And when he said that, I got really excited. And we didn't know what it was gonna mean. We didn't know how long it was gonna take. But we're here, and this is so exciting for us to be able to share it with people for the first time. We're just starting to show it to people, and this is what you do all this work for. And the fact at this moment, when it stops being our film and starts being your film, is my favorite part of this. So just happy you're all here today. And I want Pharrell to say a few words about the experience of both making the film and maybe something about what it's like to take it out to the world.
Sorry. Thank you for your time and your space and taking the time to come and see our story. I say our story because my very persistent agent, who's standing against the wall right now, just kept talking about, documentary. And I'm the kind of person that has like a very high standard and a very crazy expectation for what I want to see. It's the reason why I write for people and the reason why I produce for people, and I don't often really appreciate, my own voice and my own story, because it's boring for me. It's not, I'm a very curious person. And what kind of questions would I ask myself, right? I mean, and who wants to listen to their own voice? I don't know, do you guys like hearing yourself on the voicemail? Is that fun? Yeah, so imagine an hour of that, right? So I couldn't either, and I was like, oh man, I don't want to do it. But then when, my PA, persistent agent, said these words, it made me look at it different. He said, you can do it whatever way you want. And I was like, oh, okay, so this could be an exercise not in doing something that was reflective of me, but an opportunity to be creative. Zane said that so well yesterday, giving him publishing on that point of view. We talked about Morgan Neville, and I was like, great, I love what he did with 20 Feet from Stardom. And then, the way he so masterfully told Fred Rogers' story in Won't You Be My Neighbor, I was like, oh, I give this guy complete autonomy to tell my story, amass his interviews, and use the music whatever way he saw fit. But I want to do it in LEGO. And it makes sense now, but I swear to you, when I was saying this to some of the people on my team, they'd be like, you're crazy, this is what we always deal with. But we asked, and Morgan didn't blink, he said yes. And then we went over to speak to Miss Jill over at LEGO.
Yeah, let's give Jill Wilfert her props from LEGO. I'll interject here because
Yes,
Jill and I were just talking about it. I have not seen her at a screening or been able to thank her publicly, but we were just saying she looked through her old emails, and it was 5 years ago this week. I sent her an email saying, can we talk about a crazy idea? And we did. And my memory, which is her memory too,
Yep.